Well, fellas, let's get into the first story because trending all over this, Twitter this morning, we woke up and we saw that GameStop, a meme stock essentially, is up 70 to 80%. And right away, I knew this has to do with some kind of short squeeze going on. So short sellers actually woke up losing billions of dollars, especially the big hedge funds. Specifically, one hedge fund is down $1 billion because GameStop is up 70%. And this actually is a flashback for a lot of hedge funds. I know they're nervous about this because this happened in 2021 as well, when hedge funds lost upwards of $80 to $90 billion for their short positions on companies like AMC, GameStop, these companies that they believe that were valueless. But the interesting thing about that, and it just shows you the power that we as the people truly have in our hands against institutions and elites, is that you can go and essentially squeeze them. And by what I mean by this is that when companies, especially big hedge funds, takes a lot of money, their clients' money, and they say this company, we're going to bring that stock from $30 down to $0. We're going to bankrupt that company. When they bet on that and they don't win because a lot of people like us come in there and start to buy up a bet that essentially would drive the stock up, we squeeze them out of their money. So a lot of hedge funds were not happy this morning. Fellas, what do you guys think about this? Because again, this isn't the first round.
Well, I want to talk a little bit. I know Fabian, you might have something, but this is something that really fascinates me because I love the populist vibe of this, and the idea that we have a lot more power than we realize as long as we are part of each other in numbers. And so the reason why this gains so much traction is because Roaring Kitty is back. And like, I don't know, you guys might not know who Roaring Kitty is, but the reason why this started in the first place is because this like random YouTuber who used to just like have like similar to like me or even you, David, have like a decent following, decent numbers and everything, blew up because he got the attention of Wall Street Bets and Reddit forums and all these people. He was just like, screw it, we're gonna send GameStop to the moon. And I don't know if you guys, there was even a whole movie that came out about what he did back in 2021 during COVID. And he's just like this random streamer dude who ended up making millions and millions. And he posts one tweet, and I pulled up the tweet, I put it into I sent it to you, Cody. This is what he tweeted like late last night, early this morning. I don't know, was it that one? This is what he tweets. And all of a sudden, GameStop goes up like 200%. Because it just shows you that even 3 years later, the residual effects of what he did back in 2021 as leading the movement to screw over these financial institutions. And people, the thing is that what you also realize is that a lot of people that he screwed over are people like Ken Griffin.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
An investor that donates significantly. A lot of people consider him a Republican donor for quite a while, but he's been exposed in the recent years as being a uniparty donor. He will donate specifically to Rhino Republicans, people that are not by any means populist or anti-Trump. That's who he donates to. And so not only did this have implications to the financial populism that we can have with the strength in numbers and screw over these banks that bet against solid businesses, it also shows that we can screw over the people that are contributing to the uniparty financially and controlling the uniparty.
I am so happy this is happening. I was a large partaker in the meme stock craze, a few years ago, and I have some crazy stories that I could tell at some other point about money made and money lost, and just a roller coaster ride between me and all my friends that were in it. Yeah, here's the thing. The populace, as you said, Kevin, I believe, it is a populist movement. And back then, when it first happened, no one really understood what was happening. We were deep in Reddit forums, we're deep in learning what exactly is this? What is box salarying? What is short salarying? What are naked shorts? What are all these things? And how can these companies create stocks that don't exist and use that to leverage themselves and push the price down? Well, since then, since the craze first happened, you've had documentaries come out, movies come out, people understand it now. So you have a much larger aggregation of people that understand what's at stake and how to beat them. So yes, they have high frequency traders. Yes, they have payment for order flow. Yes, a lot of people got screwed using Robinhood because they just couldn't execute their orders. Robinhood mysteriously went down. But you have all these things. It's kind of like the 2020 election over again, right? Okay, Democrats, I give it to them. They lied, they cheated, they stole. I get it. Not going to happen again. Fool me twice, shame on me. Now, I feel like that's what we're going into now is a large, and all these kids that were growing up a few years ago, they're now older, have a little bit more money, that love this kind of stuff. I mean, we just went through a mini crypto bull run. So all those kids, or not only kids, but all those people are going to be interested in something like this. And I can't wait to see if the shorts get burned even worse than before.
Oh yeah, that's going to be exciting to see. And in the coming days, we'll actually know exactly how much these hedge funds are going to take a loss in total. I think you both said it perfectly. This is a populist movement. It's again a populist, essentially reactionary movement to these financial institutions, the elites inside of them, overstepping what they want to do, again, trying to take down these companies. And it's nice to see that we still have power, that we can fight the bigger institutions by just coming together and going against it. I'm excited to see how much they're going to end up losing. And we're going to update everybody as we continue going over this topic. But